day everyone, especially to you sir. By the way, I'm Jablita Atuel, the second reporter of Chapter 11, Laro ng Lahi, and my assigned topic is the Patentero and Maro or the Prisoner Base. Patentero is a Filipino game also known as Tubigan. It is a native game in the Philippines that requires two teams with at least 5 players on each side. The object of the game is to block or harang the players from the opposing team from passing. Patentero is one of the most popular outdoor games Filipino played. It is played on a rectangle grid drawn into the ground. This larong Pinoy called Patentero is also significant to our culture because it helped to promote healthy lifestyle and active outdoor play among children in schools and barangay. Next, how to play Patentero. First, draw a massive rectangle on the ground using chalk for clarity and divide into smaller rectangles depending on the numbers of players. The Patentero drawing involves 6 to 8 smaller rectangles. Second, the player should form two teams with an equal number of players, where one team plays defensive and the guards on the other team against passing the line. The two teams make up the guards and runners or the passers. Third, the guards assign a player to the lateral line in the middle of the rectangle and other player on horizontal line. Fourth, the objective of the runner is to get across to one end of the big rectangle and back without being touched or tagged by the guard. Fifth, during the game, the guard should ensure they have both feet on the ground before tagging their opponent. Otherwise, it will not count. Next, once a runner is tagged, he or she gets out of the game. If a runner makes it across the big rectangle and back without being touched with the butterfly fingers, they earn a point. Next, once all the runners of a team have been tagged, it's game over. And the last one, the teams then switch sides and the runners become the guards and vice versa. The next one is the rules of the Patentero games. Patentero rules apply across the board to all players. The equipment required for the game includes chalk or paint, a score sheet, a whistle, and a stopwatch. The playing court should be a rectangle of about 7.5 meter and 5 meter wide, divided into 6 equal rectangles. The rules of Patentero Philippine games are as follow. Number 1. The game starts with a toss a coin to decide the team that becomes the passer or runner. Number 2. There is a time limit of 2 minutes for each team to score. Number 3. Once the 2 minutes elapse, the two teams change sides and the guards become the passers and vice versa. Number 4. The passer or runners are supposed to cross the lines from starting point and back to earn a point. Number 5. The line guards are positioned on the vertical lines with one on the horizontal line of the grid, making sure that their feet are always on the line. Number 6. The Patentero objectives of the line guards including tagging the passers or runners with their powered or butterfly hands and blocking them from passing the lines. And the last one, number 7, once a guard tags any of passer, the line guards assume the position of the passers. The next one is how to earn Patentero points. So, to earn Patentero points from the entry point, first line, 1 point, second line, 2 points, third line, 2 points, and the fourth line, 2 points. And from the exit point, fourth line, 2 points, third line, 3 points, second line, 3 points, and the first line, 5 points. So this other side shows the Patentero play court. So this is the play court in playing the Patentero games. This Patentero game is fun and helps develop gross motor skills, hand-eye coordination, strategic thinking, and team building. Patentero game is also give us benefits like it give us an opportunity to learn new things, help to develop our physical, social, and emotional development. It also help us to develop positive attitude and personality towards others. So next is the Maro or the prisoner base. So Maro or the prisoner base is a game in which players on each of two teams seek to tag and imprison players of the other team who have ventured out of their home territory base. This Maro or the prisoner base is a very old running game that was popular too in Laro ng Lahi, and this continues to be played today, especially children in barrios or in school. Prisoner base game is one of the most popular games for both boys and girls who are beginning to care for team building. So, how to play prisoner base? Number 1, choose two team captains to put two teams together or separate a group of even number kids in two random groups. One group will be team A and one team for B. Choose a prison guard for each team to guard the prisoner for escaping. Second, mark out a home base for both teams on opposite sides of the room or area you are playing in the game. Use sidewalk chalk if on pavement, or you can mark an area with jump ropes. Third, mark out a prize zone for each team. The prize zone for Team A and the home base for Team B will be on one side of the playing area, and the prize zone for Team B and the home base for Team A will be on the other side of playing area. Number 4, line up both teams hand in hand to form two lines, one for Team A and one for Team B, stretching out from home base to home base in the middle of the playing area. Next is chase a member of the opposite team. The player on Team A furthest away from Team A's home base will break from the chain and run toward home base, and the player on Team B farthest away from Team B's home base will break from chain to chase him. While these two are running, the next member of Team B at the end of the chain will break free and run toward home base, while the next member of Team A at the opposite end chases with him, and so on. Number 6, go to prize zone if you are running toward your home base or tagged by the member of the opposite team who is chasing you. If you hit home base first before you are tagged, go to the end of your team line to play again. Number 7, escape from prize zone when a member of your team is play runs through the prize zone and tags you without getting tagged first. If the attempted rescuer is tagged by the opposite team's prison guard or the member of the opposite team who is chasing him before tagging you, he will join in prison. If you, the prisoner, are successfully tagged, the prison guard must let you both free to return to the end of your team's line. And lastly, win the game if your team captures all members of the opposite team. And the last one are the things you'll need in prisoner base game. So, first, you need 10 to 30 players or an even numbers. Second, a large area to play. And the last one, jump ropes, or chalk. So this picture on the other side shows the prisoner base game. This Marrow or the prisoner base game also helps to develop team building, unity, cooperation, and can also improve the gross motor skills of every child. The different laro ng lahi are seen as the best way for promoting peace, harmony, goodwill, and camaraderie in various Philippines communities. It is also part of the measures to recognize and protect the exercise of the indigenous people's right, one of which is the preservation of their cultural heritage. The importance of laro ng lahi, like the patintero and the marrow or the prisoner base, can be classified according to its benefits in terms of health, culture, social aspiration, and values. This laro ng lahi can be preserved by continuous engagement in the prospective houses and classroom integration by considering the use of native materials. Preserving the information and knowledge of this game patentero and the marrow or the prisoner base is important for the next generations to come. So that could be all my report. Thank you and keep safe everyone.